In the meantime, one local company is working to help both adults and children take better care of their brains.
It's called Brain Balance, and joining us now in studio to tell us more about it is the center director, Amanda Lee. Amanda, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us all about Brain Balance. What is it?
Brain Balance is such a unique company. It is a brain performance company that works with kids, teens, and adults. We see all walks of life, including those who struggle with focus and or ADHD, diagnoses or not. No, you two were just talking about
yes,
that.
Absolutely.
To those who are trying to improve learning or memory, cognition, to emotional regulation and anxiety, really the whole spectrum. We support the root cause of these challenges, which is in the brain and connections.
So it sounds like you are running the entire gambit, and it sounds like you're addressing the issues that seemingly everyone is struggling with right now.
Yeah, we can all use brain health. That's what's important. And I was mentioning earlier that brain health is forever, and there's no max. You know, you get to this point and that's it. We don't try to band-aid your issues. We want to help you support the holistic you, right, and build that foundation.
What is something that people are doing and able to do just maybe at home that they could start to, I don't know, improve some of their brain cognition, something that they can do just watching this? What is that takeaway that they can be like, oh, I could start today and then go see you guys later?
Absolutely. So there's three things I always talk about in my workshops. What you do matters, what you think matters, and what you eat matters. So you probably have heard there's some folks who have some weight loss or exercise goals for the new year. That tends to be a main one. But move your body. You have to move your body and get that exercise. But you also have to engage your brain. People don't think about learning something new. We were talking about doing puzzles or keeping their brain sharp. At least they think they are. But if they're doing the same puzzle over and over and over again, it may be a new puzzle the next day, but the same brain pathways to do that type of puzzle, right? So trying to engage the brain and learn new things and have that novelty is really key to eating healthier. I know it's the holidays, it's tough, but the less sugar, the better. A low inflammation diet is something we really promote.
Yeah, Jamie just saw me throw away my salad at lunch, so that's embarrassing.
I did the same thing.
Question for you though, why is it important to be proactive instead of kind of, doing the bad things and then going backwards?
Well, it's really hard to unlearn. Right, and it's about building habits. I think that last segment was talking about changing lifestyle, not just having specific goals. However, to achieve that, you still have to have the executive functioning skills and building those, literally those networks in the brain to help you achieve that. So when you build bad habits, it's much harder to break that, but it doesn't mean you can't do it. You just need a system.
When it comes to brain plasticity and being able to build those neural pathways, what are some of the techniques that your company uses to start to form that new highway into your abilities?
What I love about what we do is that we personalize it to each individual. That's number one. We help you understand where you're functioning, when rather than saying, hey, you're 10 years old versus 60 years old and this is where you should be performing, we meet you exactly where you're at in all these different areas of functioning. So we do sensory motor exercises. So think of a gym workout, however, you're wearing special glasses that flash in a certain way, and you're wearing something that buzzes on your arm or your leg, and you're smelling specific scents and hearing different tones and beats per minute that stimulate all these different areas of your brain. So think about babies, okay? Babies grow their brains in that first year in life, like double their size at least, because they're so stimulated by their senses and movement. So that combination is really what's powerful. In addition to nutrition, so again, that low inflammation diet is key, knowing what's best for your brain and body, especially your brain. It requires you to consume, 20-30% of your nutrients to function properly, and then how you think, right? So helping you have the right mentality, right mindset, building those mindfulness practices to positive thinking, to having someone hold you accountable is really key. Reduce stress, sleep patterns, all of that.
Yeah, and you guys have an event coming up. Tell us when it is, what it's about.
We actually have lots of events that happen every single month, and they're all free. So if you're not in our program, you can still access our resources. So in January, we have two actually. One is on brain health, how to maximize your functioning, both child or adult or parent, as well as on executive functioning. And again, those are the skill sets necessary to fulfill these SMART goals that we hopefully will set up for ourselves in the new year. And that's in January. And you can go to our website, brainbalancesandiego.com, to learn more and RSVP there.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Amanda. Really appreciate you coming by and helping us keep the inflammation out of our brains and
function at your best, basically, right?
And I love what you said, it's for every age. You have clients from 3 to 99.
It's never too late, and everybody can improve.
Yeah. All right, Amanda, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much.